One, twice, to the bottom roll. Rolling.
Morning, everybody. A very warm welcome. I would like to say a warm welcome. It's actually, we're starting to feel winter creep in this morning, but warmer inside. So please do take seats, make yourselves comfortable. Okay, this morning, as advertised, the auction starts at 12 o'clock. But as has been our practice for the last 2 years, we have the privilege of a guest speaker to open our event. One of our fundamental pillars of our business is being able to share contemporary thinking and analysis of contemporary trends in the marketplace. And we certainly welcome thought leadership on the floor. And we always look forward to inviting guest speakers that can share and provide valuable insights to us all in our business and in our real estate endeavor and investment endeavor. So today we have the privilege of welcoming Neil Peterson, founder and content-in-chief for Real Estate Investor Magazine and its digital platform, rei.co.za, who for almost 2 decades now has been a leading and independent source for real estate news, education, and investment insight. Neil himself is a journalist of stature, a mentor, investor, and an event facilitator. I've had the privilege of working with Neil on more than one webinar. He hosts seminars and live events. He's got a very established background in media, having worked with Naspers, and has a proven track record of property investment. He's a guest speaker in numerous events, and he's certainly respected and has a reputation as a thought leader. So today we welcome Neil to talk about success strategies for business owners, business investors, and real estate investors. I anticipate that Neil's presentation will last about 20 minutes, and if there is appetite from the floor, we'll open up to some Q&A. But a very, very warm welcome to you, Neil. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's wonderful actually being here. I actually feel quite uncomfortable standing in front of a podium because I like to move around. But wonderful having you. We got a wonderful build-up to an auction after my discussion, and I'm really excited because I'm really passionate about real estate. That's why I started the magazine more than 18 years ago. And I've been very privileged to meet all the people in the industry. I know a lot of people in the industry. I've met lots of celebrities. And believe it or not, yes, one of them was Donald Trump in 2011 in Sydney, Australia. I met him. And, you know, he's obviously in the news today. He's all over the show. I've met the Kiyosakis, which I've interviewed probably 4, 5, 6 times. And you know, the likes of Christo Wiese, Yanni Mouton, big businessmen, even Johan Rupert, and a number of those people. So, and I get inspired by what these people do and try to share that knowledge and pass that on to you as investors. Well, certainly, you're going to be bidders today. So I'm really excited that I'm the initial speaker just before the auction. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk a bit about success strategies for business owners and investors. And so if I tell you a little bit of, as I said, my story, I don't have to tell you too much because I think Greg already sort of did all those introductions. My background is in media. Became a private investor. I launched Remax into South Africa in property. And I launched the magazine in 2007 after I met Dolph DeRoos in America. There was a publication called Real Estate Investor, and I thought there's an opportunity to launch this magazine in South Africa. And we started in print. Today we run webinars. We do every week, every Thursday, in fact, at 12 o'clock. So it's after, this is our normal webinar time. So I feel like I'm doing a live webinar. We have different guests like Greg and what have you. So today I just want to give a little bit of perspective from all the people. I have a wonderful, I have a helicopter view of what's kind of happening in the industry. So I'm very fortunate because I talk to a lot of people. I can see what's going on. So what I've seen that certainly, what makes people good, and we can, I think one of the things is, we mustn't get too stuck on the daily news intake, because I find that, that sort of affects your mindset and everything. And I think the most successful people are those that, don't consume so much news. So I think what really makes people good is making smart decisions. And that's the difference really between thriving and surviving. If we start looking at the people that are really financially free, 96% of people are making the wrong decisions. And the 4% that are making it is really making the right decisions. So, and real estate tends to be a fundamental of people that are successful. I've had the likes of Christo Visa, and you don't understand how many properties and those kind of guys know. We saw the whole Steinhoff and how big their property portfolio was. But if you talk about the rich and famous around the world, they own real estate. And it's a large part of their wealth is in real estate. So that's why I think real estate as a category is such a good asset. So strategies that can destroy wealth, and we've seen a lot of this, and there's quite a lot, and I'm going to take you through a few. I mean, you can inherit money. So those who want to make money very quickly, you can inherit. You can also steal, like old Jesse James, he said, I'll rob banks, because that's where the money is. Or you can be corrupt, so you can make that money very quickly, or you can obviously gamble, Hollywood bets, all this kind of thing, you win the lottery. These are ways, but we tend to find that those are quick and easy. You go in, you go out. You make the money, you lose the money. Or you can marry somebody who's really wealthy. Or you can litigate. So there's different ways that you can sort of win. So, and I think there's a lot more easier ways of actually making money. It's a journey of actually building wealth that I've found that everybody can do. It's not the quick fix ones where you make quick wealth. So, yeah, I'm just going to touch on a few strategies that I've seen that can really transform your business in real estate and in investment. Simon Kuznets, he's the guy that came up with the concept of GDP, the gross domestic product. There he is, this guy here. And he said GDP is a tool to help us measure economic performance. It is not a measure of our well-being. So we tend to say, yes, we're going to have 2% GDP. No, it's 1%. It shouldn't be a guide to decision making. Here's the guy who actually came up with the concept of GDP, and he's the one who says it shouldn't be a guide. Because the reason is there's so many people, we're growing at 1%, but there's other individuals who are outperforming that by far. Why? Because they're making those right decisions over there. So if Simon Kuznets says that, then we should listen. And we know along the way that investments can go wrong along the way. And we've got to actually embrace that and accept that things won't be 100% all the time. And Buckminster Fuller says the reason why I know so much is because he made so many mistakes. And obviously, we can learn from other people that have made the mistakes that we can make lesser mistakes. So the successful people are the ones who are making much fewer mistakes. And so that's certainly a lesson. So some of the things, selling in a down market, fear creates bad decisions, but some people believe they're going to lose absolutely everything. Markets are down, we've got to sell, we've got to get out, and that kind of thing. And it's not necessarily the right thing. So we don't want to get into a herd investing sort of mentality of following the crowd. Do your due diligence. And I think in this auction today, the due diligence that goes into properties is excessive. You've got to do it thoroughly. And both on the investment and also on the manager in terms of that. So there's a saying in business, the wrong information, the biggest lie in investment is there's two types of information. And it's information for the masses, and that's the news that we get every single day. All right, which we consume, and then people start making bad decisions as a result. Trump says tariffs, the whole world's falling apart. Rand dollar goes up and down, and the markets start reacting. And then there's information for the classes, as they say in America, the classes. So you've got to get into getting into the information for the classes. You've got to get to the inside track, and that's by filling yourself into the right. Other thing is fees and overheads. That's a down for a lot of people. You've got to pay attention to it. You've got to know there are a lot of financial predators out there. You've got to be aware of that. So, other thing that is a downfall of many investors, and even personal downfall of myself, 2008-9, global financial crisis, irresponsible leveraging. through seeking massive returns. So yes, you gotta leverage, but do it well. And if we start looking at leverage, Benjamin Franklin came up with a statement. It's such a wonderful statement around about getting credit. He says, credit's a system whereby a person who can't pay gets another person who can't pay to guarantee that he can pay. Isn't that a wonderful way of credit and how the real credit system actually works? Because that's what it comes. So it comes down to all the things like your cash flow. So if you look at your property, you see it as really worth it's top dollar. I mean, I come from the Western Cape, from Cape Town, so our market is flying up. And I talk to people in Joburg, it's like almost two different conversations. And I don't know why that is, but certainly in Cape Town, we see our properties as really worth that. The buyer sees it obviously worth a hell of a lot less. And the bank also doesn't see it in the same eyes either, because they're not prepared to finance it in that way. But of course, your municipality rates assessor sees it as an absolute palace, like we're seeing in Cape Town right now. We've got 8% increases coming up in rates and taxes on properties, and based on obviously a municipal evaluation. So yeah, so we've got to be aware of all these things here. So key lessons. I want to go through a couple of lessons. Mindset. It's so important, and it is the foundation of success. I mean, I talked to a guy like Christo Visa, who's been exceptionally well, and he sticks to these basic principles of mindset. He says, nobody wants to be around people that are negative. Even though he lost all his money with sign-off. I mean, I interviewed him and he was worth $6.8 billion US dollars. He was then worth, after the sign-off collapse, 800,000 US. He wasn't even a dollar billionaire anymore. And it had to do with his mindset. And he just said, look, you know what? Nobody likes to be around. I'm not going to be a sour person because I lost that money. I'm going to get that money back. And he's probably now worth about 3.5 billion USD now. So he did come back. Dov, a good friend of mine, I brought him to South Africa a number of times. He's an investor in the US. He's actually from New Zealand. His real estate investing is 80% psychology. It's all about psychology and 20% skill. And so we got to get that. So with other things, power of networking, like events here today, we've got to network, we've got to leverage, and relationships. It's so important. The business and real estate is about relationships. That's it. And building those relationships. And it's so important if you want to be successful. I mean, this guy, I never thought I'd actually write a book, but I met him. And he said, you need to get a successful peer group. And I've got a whole bunch of authors that wrote books. Anyway, so I wrote about a guy called Gordon McKay, and who made millions in property, and he lost everything on the stock exchange, and then he came back again. He said, write a story about a comeback kid. And that's what I did. And I wrote a big chapter in this book called Dance Until It Rains. So the message to you is to be successful, you need to join a peer group, something like this group this year. Got investors here. Master your financials. We know that cash flow is king, okay? Liquidity. Know when to get in, when to get out. Don't quit and keep liquid all the time. As Buffett says, when you look at Buffett, he says never depend on a single income. Create a second source of income. On spending, if you buy things you do not need, soon you'll have to sell things that you need. And on investment, do not put all your eggs into one basket. And then there's traditional ways. Kiyosaki, he says, as long as you've got more cash flow coming in, and your investment is a good investment. And Einstein, this is probably the biggest secret in property, compound interest, eighth wonder of the world. He understands it, earns it, and he who does not pays it. Very much like credit card debt, but just thinking in property, it must be coming into your bank account. But there's also a wonderful smart way from Zaza Gabor. She has a fantastic strategy, and she says she's a marvelous housekeeper and investor. Every time I leave a man, I keep his house. It's a wonderful way of getting your investment. So ladies, find the man with all the properties, everything, marry him, and make sure that you obviously get those properties that he owns. Great strategy, worked for Zaza Gabor. Key lesson, market cycles. Know when to hold, know when to sell. And remember, this is a whole the market is full of cycles, but it's also a cycle within our brain as well. So when we get to the top and we're doing exceptionally well, that is the point of maximum financial risk. When we're doing really well, we get cocky and we think we're on top of the world. And that's when you have to watch yourself. But the point of maximum financial opportunity is when we are rock bottom in the market. And I would say we're kind of sitting there right now, where we're kind of despondent, depressive, and everything. That is the opportunity that we have today. So, number 5, diversification, spread risk, maximize opportunities in new areas. 6, systems and automation. Make sure you build a system, automate, and you can't scale and grow. Whether you're in a business, whether you're building a property portfolio, you can't scale and grow manually. So we're seeing AI, all these wonderful things coming in the digital world, and they assist us to build these different types of systems that we need to build. Next thing is educate yourself. Become a lifelong learner. And I think that's one of the things. You always got to get the inside information all along the time. And I've been very fortunate to meet, many wonderful people in this business and to learn from them and to understand what is it that they're doing and how you can actually, apply that to yourself. It's called being an autodidact. It's really somebody's a self-taught person. And I sort of made that sort of my thing. And I think you could also become that autodidact. And really a self-taught person through their own methods for learning from other people and applying that. So first you learn and then you earn. And then you remove the L, as you say, from the learning to earn. So Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living. Self-education could make you an absolute fortune. And and this wonderful book over here, so I'm just in closing over here, because it is really the fundamental. Now, I don't know if you know Yanni Maton, who started off PSG. Now, he got fired from his stockbroking company here in Johannesburg, and he was one of the directors of the company. He got fired. I think we're talking about somewhere in the early 90s, and he didn't have a job. One of the books he ripped out was this one here. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he was tasked by Andrew Carnegie many years ago as a billionaire industrialist in the US and philanthropist to discover and publish the formula for success and very great wealth. And he followed this principle and he built PSG. And PSG is one of the most successful companies around today, and also Capitec and all these different big, massive brands that they invested into. So what he says, and this is what Napoleon Hill says, the formula for success is you educate yourself, you build a business, you visualize your success, you invest the profits, you give back to charity and teach somebody else how to do it. And just yesterday, I was actually with a very good friend of mine who lives in Pretoria, and he passed away, unfortunately, last year from motor neuron disease, only at 62. And his son, who lives in Pretoria, only 31 years old. And in a matter of 5 years, he's built a medical business, 20 million rand turnover per month. And it's a 250 million business. He's built in 5 years from scratch, using these kind of principles. And I was absolutely in awe. And it was, it's almost like a message to my mate who passed on at a very young age, only at 60, 61, 62. And his son has carried on his legacy. But wow, it is such a pleasure to see how this guy has built this business and how it's flourishing. So there's opportunity, guys, and that's a message I want to tell you. There's opportunity. And we right here at an auction today, and I think you got that opportunity. And we can start going into different types of investments. So I've got one more slide, and it's my closing slide. Greg, I know we want to get the auction going. We want to get those paddles flying up and get you guys investing. That's what you want to do. And it's a significant slide, okay? It's from Napoleon Hill. He said, and this is, you really got to think deep about this. He said, your big opportunity may be right where you are right now. Now, many of us, from all the daily grind that we do, we don't actually realize that we could actually just be just a smidgen away from success, whatever it is that we're doing. So I think I'd just like to close on that. And I'd like to thank you for just listening to me. I hope you've picked up some ideas. Please join our, we've got webinars which we run every Thursday from 12 to 1. And we've got a monthly magazine. It's free, rei.co.za. We've been around for 18 years. We've got live events. We're doing one, Reside, which is in Sandton Convention Center in July. Please join us there. And we've got a weekly newsletter And yes, we report on everything. But thank you for that opportunity. Are there any questions before we get those pedals up and down? Any questions, anybody? Please. You want to ask about Trump? Everybody says, yeah, well, so what did Trump say to you? Well, he said, you're from South Africa? You guys are in trouble. And this was in September 2011. How has he changed now? Well, I'm in trouble now because of him. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity.
More. Play once, twice, to the final ball. Goalie.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a chilly afternoon here at the Bryanston Country Club. It's Thursday, the 24th of April. It's auction time. My name is Steph Olivier, your auctioneer for the next 28 properties. Bids will be flying in from multiple platforms via the live bidding, our guests and our people on the floor that has registered for this auction. Telephone bidding, we got our telephone station on my right-hand side, and then also the High Street Auction online app that you can download for free. There's a lot of interest. I can already see a couple of people popping onto our app. You can bid everywhere and anywhere from the world through our High Street Auction app as well. This is the High Street Auction Company, ladies and gentlemen, and it's auction time. Just a very quick announcement regarding the rules of this auction. By signing the bidder's registration form, the signatory acknowledges that he has read, understood, and are bound by the auctioneer's terms and conditions of this auction and the rules of auction. He has to be complied with all FICA requirements to register for this auction, and then once he's done all of that, paid the deposit, you are registered for this auction. As I once more say, ladies and gentlemen, multiple bids coming in from multiple platforms. We got a nice full house here on a chilly afternoon. It is auction time, and let's start with the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lots number one. We're going to jump straight into it. You can see the telephones getting ready for this as well. Well, lots number one. Tamsin is taking us to Queenswood, investment property with a retail and a site license. Previously operated as a fuel station with convenience store. This property offers a retail and a site license on transfer as well. The canopied forecourt is 100 square meter of retail store and a 300 square meter warehouse. This is an ideal opportunity. Close residential suburb is to the N1 Stormfools off-ramp in Pretoria. So ladies and gentlemen, let's raise those paddles. Let's start with bidding at lot number one. Lot number one, ladies and gentlemen, over the bid, 1.5 million rand. You heard me right. Here we go. We started to go 1.5 million a bit. At 1.5, a bit of 1.5. We have it about 1,750 now. At 1,750,000. At 1.5 is he now 1,750. At 1,750 right in front. 1,750 asking for 2 million now. Here a bit of 2, bit of 2 million, bit of 2 million bid. At 2 million now, bit of 2. 2 million we have. 2 million, but is it 2 million now? 2.25. Have it at 2.25. That's 2,250,000. Take your time, man. We're not in a rush. I get paid by the hour. At 2.25 now. 2.25, 2.5 on the phone. 2.5 is on the phone now, but a bit of 2.5, a bit of 2,750,000. At 2,750,000, 2.5 is in. Asking for 2,750,000 now. At 2,750,000. Have it a bit of 2.5, a bit of 2.5, a bit of 2.5 is in. 2.5 million. First goal. 2.5 million now. Now it's time to jump in. At 2,750,000. At 2,750,000 now, the bid is in at 2.5. At 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5. 2,750. Dobby is in at 2,750,000. Thank you. At 2,750,000 is in. The longer you wait, the more expensive it becomes. At 2,750,000 now, asking for 3 million bid. Have a bit of 3 now, but a bit of 3 now, but a bit of 3 million bid. At 3 million a bid. 2,750,000. I say 3 million, but I'll take you to 9. That's why auctioneers can't count. 2,900,000 at 2,000,009. Asking for 3 million now. At 3. Don't lose that. 100,000 more. 2,900,000 at 2.9. 2.9. That's for 3 million now. At 3 now. 3 now. First call. At 3 million now. 3 million now. 3 million now. 3 million. 3 million is in. 3 million is in. W in at 3 million now. At 3 million now, but over 3 million now, but over 3.1. Have it 3.1 now, but over 3.1 now, but over 3.1 million now. At 3 million is in. 3.1. Have it over 3.1. 3.1 is in. Now 3.2. Have it over 3,200,000. At 3,000,002, but over 3,000,002. 3.1. First call. 3,000,001. 3.2. At, excuse me? 3.1. I'll have 3.1 now, but over 3.1 now, but over 3.1. At 3,100,000. At 3.1 now, but over 3.1. I heard. I'm not taking it. At 3.1. At 3.1 now, but thank you very much. At 3,100,000. Second call. I need 3.1. Yes or no? At 3.1 now, but over 3.1. 3 million is strong. 3 million is strong. Yes, you are 3-1. 3 million and 1. At 3.1 now, but 3.1 now, but 3.1. Second call. 3,100,000. Yes, you're in. 3,100,000. I am selling. Dobby, last chance. 3.2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Counting it down. At 3,000,002 now, but 3,000,002, but 3,000,002. Going once. Going twice. 3,100,000 rand. In or out? Floor is out. Phone is in. Yes or no? 3.2, here we go. At 3,200,000 now. At 3.2 now, but over 3.2 now, but over 3.2 now. Yes, I'll take your 50, Mr. One Eye. He's only got one eye, but 2 years. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000. I got him at 3,250,000 now. Now we're doing 3.3. At 3,300,000. At 3,300,000, but over 3,300,000, but over 3,300,000. 3,300,000 now. 3,250,000 is the bid. 3,250,000 now, but over 250 now, but over 250. Hammer's eye. Once. And twice. At 3,250,000. 3,250,000. I'm selling, ladies and gentlemen. 3,250,000 bid. On the phone. Going once. 3.3. Yes or no? 3.3, there we go. 3,300,000. 3,000,003, but over 3,000,003. And 50. At 350 now, but over 350 now, but over 350 now. At 3,350,000. 3,003,000. 3,003,000 is standing. 3,300,000. First call. 3,300,000. Second call. This is an auction, ladies and gentlemen. We are selling now. 3,003,000. Going once. Going twice. Greg is out. W is in. 3,300,000. Hammer's eye. Third and final call. 3,300,000 rand. Sold at 3,300,000. Congratulations. Right, great energy, great vibes. Lot number 2. Lot number 2 is taking us to 52 11th Street in Linden. Investment opportunity, a former preschool. There's a well-maintained property in the heart of Linden and is zoned residential 1. It was previously used as a preschool and it's already been closed. Its present is excellent investment opportunity. Property consists of 4 spacious classrooms for 138 learners, 5 bathroom, an expansive playground and gardens as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that is lot number 2. That is lot number 2. We got an opening bid already. We're starting a bid at R1 million. Had $1 million now, but about $1 million now, but about $1 million is in. $1 million on the floor. Millions in on the floor now. 1.25. Had 1.25 now, but about 1.25 now, but about 1.25 bid. 1,250,000. 1,250,000 now. 1.5. Have about 1.5, but about 1.5, but about 1.5 is in. 1,250,000 is in. Asking for 1.5. Here about 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, but about 1,500,000, but about 1,500,000. 1,250,000 is in. On the phone, here we go. 1,200,000, 1,500,000. 1,500,000, thank you. Now 1,750,000. At 1,500,000 is in, but about 1,750,000 now. At 1,750,000. 1.5 is in. No, we're not at 1.6 yet. At 1,700,000, okay, 1.6. 1.6 is in. Thank you. Now 1.7. 1,700,000. 1.7 now, but about 1.7 now, but about 1.7. 1.6 to bid. 1,600,000. Now 1.7. 1.7. 1.8. At a 1,800,000 now. Great investment opportunity. Asking for 1.8. 1.7 I have already, Mike, with you. 1.8 now. At 1.8 now. You need to go higher than that. At 1.8 now, but 1.8 now, but 1.8 now. 1,700,000, 1.8 is back 1.8 now, but 1.9, Mike. Had a 1.9 now, but 1.9 now, but 1.9. 1,900,000. We need 1.9 now, but 1.9 now. 1,018 now 1.9. Now it's 2. We need a 2 million now, but a 2 million now, but a 1.9 is in. 1,900,000. 1 million now. I need a bit of 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million now. 1.9 million. First goal. 1,009,000. Ooh, it's going to be a long day, but I don't mind. 1,950,000. 1,950,000. 1,950,000. But 1,950,000. Asking for 2 million now. 50,000 more. But a bit of 2 now. But a bit of 2 now. But a bit of 2 now. Niels, borrow them the 50,000 at 1,950,000. And what is for the kids? Yes, 1,950,000. Asking for 2 now. But a bit of 2 now. But a 2 million now. First goal at 2 million now. Second call, 2 million now, but 2 million now, but 2 million now. Third and final call. Mike is in, 1,950,000 going once, twice. Third and final call, 1,950,000 rand. Sold at 1,950,000 rand. Congratulations. Righty, lot number 3. Lot number 3 is Versatile Truck Yard and Workshops. We're in Regent Park Estate Extension 1. We are selling units number 13, 15, 17 North Road, Regent Park Estate. This is the Versatile Truck Yard and Workshop. Thanks, Greer. It is a combined earth size. There is 3 adjacent stands, combined size of 3,936 square meters. Site improvements of plus minus 700 square meters. This is zoned residential and agricultural, multi-trucking yard, comprised of 3 adjacent stands, garaging, workshops, and storerooms. On-site driving accommodation and amenities are also neat office component, fully walled with dual driveway access. What a great opportunity. That is lots number 3. Bits are flying in. Here we go. Bidding to start. 800,000. 800,000, yes. 9. 900,000. 9 out of a 9 out of a 9. 900,000. 1 million now. Had a million now, but a million now, but a million now. Million is in. 1.1. Had 1.1 million now, but a 1.1. This is a huge yard, ladies and gentlemen. 1.1 million now. 1,100,000. 1,000,001. Now 1,000,002. Had 1,200,000 now, but a 1.2 now, but a 1.2. 1,100,000 asking for 1.2. Had a 1.2 now, but a 1.2 now, but a 1.2. We have 1.3. 1,300,000. Had 1,000,003 now, but a 1,000,003 now, but a 1,000,003. 1.2 million the bid. Had 1.3, but a 1.3 now, but a 1.3. Once had 1.3 million, asking for 1.4 now. Thank you. Had 1.4 million is in. 1.4 now, but about 1.4 now, but about 1.4 bid. Had 1,400,000. 1,000,004, but about 1,000,004. 1.3 is in. Now 1.4. Thank you. 1.5. Asking for 1,500,000. Had 1,000,005 now, but about 1,000,005, but about 1,000,005. Had 1,000,005 now. 1.4 is in. Asking for 1.5. Thank you. 1.5. 1.6. Had a 1.6, now 1.7. Had 1,600,000. Had 1,600,000 now, but about 1,600,000 now, but about 1,600,000 is in. 1,600,000. First call, 1,600,000. Second call, 1,617. 1.7 is back. 1.8. 1,800,000. 1,007,000 now, but about 1.7 now, but about 1.7. 1,700,000 going once. 1,700,000 going twice. Are we all done? 1,700,000 rand. Sold at 1,700,000. Congratulations. Right. Lot number 4. The beautiful Zimbali Lakes. Prime vacant land opportunity. Harry. Where's Harry? He met Sally, I think he left. Right, it is earth number 727, Zimbali Lakes Golf Estate. Earth size of 703 square meters. Vacant land is zoned residential. Create your own ideal residence. Ideal location in the exclusive Zimbali Lakes. Ample size, ready for development. Stunning views in an esteemed community. You got amenities of a championship golf course, several communal pools, a clubhouse for gatherings, hiking trails, and 24-hour security. We have the bidder online on the phone as well. I think there's a bidder online as well. And who knows who is moving to Simbali Lakes next week. Lot number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start. Bidding a bit of start, about 1 million. Had a million now, but about a million. A huge development opportunity. A million now. Had a million rand now, but about a million. Thank you. Million is in now. 1.1. Had about a 1.1 now, but about a 1.9 now. Great development opportunity. 1.1 million now. Had a 1.1 now, but a 1.1. 1.1 we have. 1.1, thank you now, but about a 1.2. How about a 1.2 million now, but about a 1.2 now, but about a 1.2. At 1.2 million now. 1.1 stands at 1,100,000 now. How about a 1.2? How about a 1.2 now, but about a 1.2 now, but about a 1.2 million now. How about a 1.2? 1.2 now, but a 1.3 again at 1,300,000. 1.3 now, 1.2 is in. Now asking for 1.3 million. At a 1.3 now, but about a 1.3 now, but about a 1.3 million now. 1.2. No, not yet. We're far off. I need 1.3. At 1.3, online bidding is still coming through. At 1.2, 1.3. Thank you. There we go. 1,300,000 in. Now 1.4. How about try and keep up? At 1.4 million now, but about a 1.4 now, but a 1.4. 1.3 is in. Now asking for 1.4 is back. 1.4, 1.5. Had 1,500,000. Had 1,500,000. Don't give up. Don't give up. 1,500,000. Just be patient. At 1,500,000, at about a 1,500,000, at a 1,500,000. 1,400,000. At a 1,400,000, but about a 1,400,000, but a 1,400,000. First call. 1,400,000. Oh my, yes, yes, yes. 1,450,000. At 1,450,000 more. At 1.5. Here, but a 1.5, but about a 1.5, but about 1.5. No, don't give me those. I'm not going smaller than that. At 1,450,000 on the phone. 1,450,000. Asking for 1.5. Have it a 1.5, but about a 1.5, but about a 1.5 million a bid. At 1.5 now, but a 1.5. Bidders in at 1,450,000 on the phone. At 1,450,000 going once. 1,450,000 going twice. Out. Phone is in. 1,450,000 rand. Congratulations. Sold 1,450,000. Zama, 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 lot number 5 with our beautiful pinstripe here this morning. Just released from the jail. Property with established school tenants. This is number 8 Twine Avenue in Buccleuch. I got it right. Hey, thank you. Not Buccleuch. We call it in Cape Town Buccleuch, but apparently here it's Buccleuch. In Buccleuch, ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible, well-maintained property in Buccleuch. Has been converted into a fully operational school offering an exceptional investment opportunity. A combined earth size of 5,015 square meters. The general built area is 850 square meters and it's zoned residential 1. This is lot number 5, ladies and gentlemen. We have an opening bid. We're asking for an opening bid. Let's open a bid at 1.5 million. At 1.5, at a 1.5 million now. At a 1,500,000, at a 1,000, at a 1,500,000, at a 1,500,000. Opening bid at 1,500,000. At a 1,500,000, at a bit of 1,500,000, at a bit of 1,500,000. Is there any opening bid? 1,500,000. It is an incredible opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, at a bit of 1,500,000, at a bit of 1,500,000. If there's no interest, I'm going to open and close at 1,500,000. Opening bid at 1,500,000. Nils, they out. 1,500,000. 1.5. All right, open and close at 1,500,000. Thank you. Well done, Nils. Right, lot number 6. Lot number 6 is 339 Benviljoenstraat in Pretoria North, Tamsin, accredited apartment block in Pretoria North. This apartment block comprises of a variety of 2-bedroom apartments, including a caretaker's room, and has a covered parking and bays and secure lock-up parking. This opportunity, please listen closely, is 24 2-bedroom apartments ranging from 65 to 70 square meters. Improvements of over 3,000 squares. So 24 2-bedroom apartments. There are 3 types of layouts throughout the units. Each property includes a living area, a kitchen with a space for under-counter appliances and oven, 2-bedroom with built-in cupboards, a full bathroom featuring a bath shower. This has been accredited for plus minus 120 students, which gives you a gross annual income of plus minus 1.67 million rand. What a great investment opportunity. This is lot number 6. As our guest speaker said, you might be this close. So on this lot, you might be this close. Lot number 637. Hot opening bid. Where would it go? Bit of a start and now, bit of go. 5 million opening bid. At 5 now, bit of 5 now, bit of 5. 5 million now, bit of 5 is in a bit of 5 million now. 5 is in bit of 5. Thank you now, bit of 5 and a quarter. At 5,250,000 now. At 5,250,000 now, bit of 5,250,000. 5,250,000 now, bit of 5.5. 5.5 is in, thank you, now 5.5 is in, now 5,750, 5,750,000, 5,750 now, but a bit of 5,750, 5,750 now is in, a bit of 5,750. We have 5,750, asking for 6 million now, have a bit of 6 now, but a bit of 6 now, but a bit of 6 million, at 6 million now, but a bit of 6 million now, 6 new bidder, 6 million is in, 6 million is in now, but a bit of 6 and a quarter, at 6,250, at 6,250 now, but a 6,250 now, but a bit of 650. At 6 million is in. 6 million now, but over 6 million, asking for 6 million. 250, thank you, Greg. Take the words out of my mouth. You can be auctioneer if you like. Just fix your eye. 6,250,000. Asking for 6.5, sir. Don't listen to him, listen to me. 6.5. At 6.5 million now, but over 6.5 now, but over 6.5. 6,250,000 is on the phone. At 6,250,000 now, but a 6.5. 6.5, thank you. 6.5 is in. 6.5, thank you. But 6.5 is in. Now 6,750. At 6,750 now, but over 6,750 now, but over 6. We have new 6,750 already in. 6,750 is in. Asking for 7 million now. Greg, you're out. Floor is in. 6,750. Asking for 7 million now. How about over 7 now? But over 7 now. But over 7 million a bit. At 6,750. At 6,750 now. But 6,750. First call. 6,750. Asking for 7 million now. At 7 million now, but over 7 million now, but over 7 million now. Second call, 6,750,000. At 6,750,000 now, but over 6,750,000. Floor is in, phone is out. Going once, going twice. 6,750,000 rand. Sold at 6,750,000 rand. Lot number 7, Dobby. Modern 4-bedroom home and a flatlet in a boomed-off area. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Lounge, TV room, a fitted bar. Very important. Formal dining room, kitchen with a gas stove, a wine cellar. There we go. Flatlet with kitchen, laundry, staff accommodation, secure parking for 3 cars, and a borehole. Guys, you don't need anything else. You got electricity, you got a roof, you got wine, and you got a borehole. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 7 is in 78 Linksfield, or Tregonian Street in Linksfield. That is the 4-bedroom modern flatlet, or house with a flatlet in a boomed-off area. That is lot number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Right, where would it go? But a start. Opening bid, here we go. Beautiful house. Here would it go? But a start. 2.5 million. At 2.5, but a bit of 2,500,000 now. 2,500,000, but a bit of 2,500,000. 2,500,000. Thank you. 2,500,000, but a bit of 2,750. 2,750 now, but a 2,500,000. 2,750. 2,750 we have. 2,750. Thank you now. 3 million bid. How about a 3, but a 3, but a 3. 3 million now. Bidding stands at 2,750. Asking for 3 million. How about a 3 now? But a 3 now. 3 is in. 3 and a quarter. 3.1. 3.1. 3.1 is in. 3.2. At 3,200,000. Spirit of bidding now, but a 3.1 now, but a 3.2. 3.2 now, but a 3.2. Yes. 3.2. 3.3, 3.4, 3,400,000, 3,000,004 now, but over 3,000,004. Yes, 3.5. At 3,000,005, but over 3,000,005, but over 3,000,005. 3,000,005, 3,000,006, 600,000. At 3,600,000 now, but over 3,006. 3.5, 3,500,000. 3,500,000 stands. 3.6, don't lose out. Don't lose out. 3.5. Going once. 3.5. I won't praise you. Going twice. Third and final call. 3,500,000. 500,000 rand. Sold at 3,500,000. Well done. Great music there by our stream team. Lots number 8, Zama, an income generating property with a new lease. Well-maintained property in the heart of Bryanston, ladies and gentlemen, has been expertly converted into a fully operational preschool. Earth size of 4,084 square meters, a GBA of 602, zoning residential 1. It features 12 spacious classrooms for 218 learners, as Neil said, for the kids. 6 bathrooms, expensive playgrounds, and well-maintained and fully functioning backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an investment opportunity. There's lots of number 8. We're in Bryanston, just around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, lots of number 8. Where would it go? But it start anyhow, would it go? Here would it go? 2 million. How about it? We're selling today, but at 2. Ladies in at 2 million now. Thank you, ma'am. 2 1/4. How about it at 2,250,000? At 2,200,000, but at 2,250,000. 2,250,000. Asking for 2.5. How about it at 2,500,000? At 2,500,000. 2,500,000. I'll keep an eye on you. When you're ready, you can just nod at me. At 2,500,000. The bidding is in at 2,250,000. Asking for 2.5. How about it at 2,500,000? How about it at 2.5? 2.5. 2.5 we have. Not as in at 2.5. 2,750,000. At 2,750,000 now, but about 2,750,000. At 2,750,000 now. 2.5 is in. At the phone is in about 2.5. At 2.5 million now, asking for 2,750,000. At 2,750,000, bidders back. 2,750,000, asking for 3 million now. Magic number at 3 million now, but about 3 million now, but about 3 million bid. Huge opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Already making income. At 4 million now, 3 million now, but 3 1/4. I have the billing at 3 million now, asking for 3,250,000. 3.1. I'll take you 3.1. 3,100,000. 3,000,001 now, but about 3.1. 3.1 is in. And 2. 3,200,000. 100,000 more. 3.2 million now. At 3,200,000 now, but at 3.2 million now. 3.3. 3,300,000. Are you ready yet? You're waiting for them to lose their money first. At 3,300,000 now. At 3,300,000 now. 3.3. At 3.3. Yes. 3,300,000. 3.4 million now. At 3,400,000. 3,400,000 now, but over 3,400,000 now, but over 3,400,000. 3,300,000. 3,300,000. Going once. 3,300,000. Asking for 3.4. At 3.4 million now, but over 3.4 now, but over 3.4. Second call now. 3,300,000. Now's the time to jump in if you're ready. 3.4 million. Are you out? No problem. 3,300,000. Phones, 3.4 now, but about 3.4 now, but about 3,400,000. 3,400,000 now, but about 3.4. 3,350. 3,350,000. Asking for 3.4. At 3,400,000. 3,400,000 now, but about 3,400,000 now, but about 3,400,000. Yes, 3,400,000. And 50. He started it. 3,450,000. At 3,450,000 now, but at 3,450,000. First call. 3,450,000. At 3,450,000 now, but at 3,450,000. 3.4 million now. 3,400,000. I'm asking for 3,450,000. 3,400,000 now. 3,400,000 going once. Twice now. 3,400,000. Lots of opportunity. Floor is in. Phone in or out. 50,000 more. 3,450,000. Yes or no? Here we go. But we start. 3,400,000 once. 3,400,000. Yes, sir. I just work here now and again. 3,425,000. That's 425,000. That's 425,000. Don't shake your head, sir. I just follow instructions. I'm just the auctioneer, sir. And 50 if you like. 450. We got 425. And we got 425. 3,425,000. At 3,425,000 is the first call now. 3,425,000. It's on the phone. Is the second call now. In or out? In or out? 3,425,000. Third and final call. Here we go. We are selling 3,425,000 rand. You got it. Solid 3,425,000. Right, with 70s Techno moving to lot number 9, tenanted office building in Polokwane, CBD. 3-story commercial building, land size of 714 squares in a prime location. Improvements of 534 square meters with 17 offices equipped with 32 times 300 watt solar panels. So there's enough power on that roof, ladies and gentlemen, to keep you going. And it's also got a 8.25 kilowatt grid-tied inverter. With backup power supply, you have a gross annual income of 870,000 Rand. That is your gross annual potential income of 870,000 Rand. Located in the vibrant heart of Polokwane Central Business District. What a great opportunity. 41 Hans van Rensburg Street, Pietersburg, Polokwane. Right, opening bid. Here we go. Where would it go? Where would it start? And off we go. In the Polokwane, here we go. Opening bid at 1.5 million. At 1.5 at a bid. At 1.5 at a bit of 1.5 million now. But at 1, yes, in the back of the room, 1.5 million is in. 1.5 million is in. Asking for 2 million now. How about a bit of 2 now? But a bit of 2 now. But a bit of 2. 2 million bid. 2 million is in. Now 2.5, sir. 2.5 strong in the back of the room. 2.5 is in. 2.5. Now 3. At 3 million now. Quick, easy decision, sir. 3 million. 3.5, sir. 3.25. I'll go small. 3.25 if you like. 3 million is in. 3.25. At 3.25. 3.25 is in. Asking for 3.5 now. At 3.5. At a bit of 3.5. At a bit of 3.5 million now. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 is in. Back of the room is in. This side is out. Phones are out. Back of the room is in. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000. First call. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000. Second call. 3,250,000. 3.3. 3.3. Yes, sir, I'll take your bid. 3.3. And 50. 3,350,000. They're playing small games. I don't mind. I get paid by the hour, sir. 50,000 more. 3,350,000. At 3,350,000. At 3,350,000 now, but he's in at 3.3. At 3.3 is in, but a bit of 3.3 now, but a bit of 3,300,000. And 50,000 now. At 50,000 now, but a bit of 50,000 now. I got a 3.3. First call. 3,300,000. And 50? Just making sure. Is that a yes or no? We don't know yet. All right. Can I have a double espresso while we wait, please? Right, we got 3,300,000. Take your time, sir. I'm calling it once. 3,300,000. Don't lose it for 50,000 more. At 3,300,000. Second call. 3,300,000. 3,350,000. No call. 3,300,000 going once. 3,300,000 going twice. Are we all done? 3,300,000 Rand. Congratulations. Sold 3,300,000. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Right, lot number 10. Thanks, Cherise. Listen to the auctioneer. Fully let apartment block in Pretoria North, 501 Rachel de Beer Street in Pretoria North. That is Tamsin bringing us there. It's zoned residential for huge earth of 1,845 squares with a general built area of 1,100 square meters. Fully sectionalized apartment block comprises of 15 two-bedroom apartment units. Includes a caretaker room and has covered parking in bays and secure lock-up parking. Once again, 15 two-bedroom apartments with a net projected annual income of 1.1 million Rand. All these apartments are made up from the same layout, however the sizes vary from 64 to 71 square meters. What a great opportunity. Pretoria North, fully let apartment block. We're selling it all as one big lot, ladies and gentlemen. We're selling it all. Opening bid as low as 4.5 million. Yes, 4.5. At 4.5, a bit of 4.5 million now. Opening bid at 4.5. At 4.5 million now, a bit of 4.5. Yes, we have. 4.5 is in. Asking for 5 million now. Have a bit of 5 now, but a bit of 5 now, but a bit of 5 million bid. 4.5 is in now. 5. 5, thank you, now 5.5. At 5.5 million now, but a bit of 5.5, but a bit of 5.5 to go. 5.25. Yes, where did the people teach you for that little things? That's only for auctioneers. 5.25. No, 5.5. Asking for 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 now. 5,250,000 is in. At 5,250,000. 5,250,000 now. 5.5 is in. Thank you. 5.5 is back. 5.5 is back. Now 5,750,000. 5,750,000. 5,750,000 now, but a bit of 5.5. 5.5. 5,500,000. First call. 5,500,000. Yes, 5,500,000 now. Second call, 5,500,000 now. Asking for 5,750. At 5,750 now, but a bit of 5,750. 5,750 now, 5,750. First call, 5.5 million. Second call, 5.5 million. We all done. 5.5 million going once, twice. Third and final call at 5.5 million rand. Solid 5.5 million rand. Well done. Right, back to Zimbali Lakes, the last one in Zimbali Lakes, lot number 11, Harry, is a earth size of 600 squares, vacant land, residential zoning. Create your own ideal residence in this beautiful, exclusive Zimbali Lakes. Once again, you got the estate amenities of a championship golf course, communal pools, clubhouse, hiking trails, and 24-hour great securities. This is ready for development, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 11 is Harry in Zimbali Lakes. Here we go, but starting off to go at R1 million. At 1 million now, but a million now, but a minute. Let's move. R1 million. I'll go with you. At R1 million now. At R1 million I have. Thank you, but R1 million now, but a 1.1. At 1.1 million now, but a 1.1. Thank you, but a 1.2. 1,200,000 is back. 1,200,000, but a 1,200,000. 1.3. At 1.3 now, but a 1.3 now, but a 1.3. We have 1.2, asking for 1.3 million now. 1.3 now, 1.3 is already in. 1.3, I'm asking for what? Must I go slower? A little bit. We have a bit of 1,300,000. I got you, sir, don't worry. At 1,300,000 now, but a 1,300,000, asking for 1.4. At 1,400,000 now, but a 1,400,000, but a 1,400,000. 1,400,000. Yes, 1,400,000. 1.4 is in, thank you, now 1.5. At 1,500,000, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000. At 1.4 million is on the phone. 1,400,000 now, but a 1,400,000, at 1,400,000 is on the phone. Asking for 1.5. At a 1 and 450. And 5. At 5 now, but a bit of 5 now, but a bit of 5. 1.5 million now. I have 1,450,000 asking for 1.5. At 1,500,000, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000. At 1,450,000 is on the floor. 1,450,000 is on the floor, asking for 1.5 on the phone. At 1.5 now, but at 1.5. First call, 1,450,000. Second call, 1,450,000. 1.5, at about 1.5 and 50. At 1,550,000. At 1,500,000, at 1,550,000. At 1,550,000 now, but about 550 now, but at 1,500,000. First call, 1,500,000. He's on the phone. On the phone is 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000. Second call, 1,500,000. 1,500,000 now, but at 1,500,000. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, 1,500,000 once, twice. Third and final call, 1,500,000 rand. Solid 1,500,000. Righty, lot number 12, Cape Town. Welcome to Cape Town. Burain Estate, they call it the Urban Vale, it's in Kraaifontein. In Cape Town, ladies and gentlemen, we have got 3 units for sale. We are selling them separate. We are selling them separate as individual units, ladies and gentlemen, on request of our buyers, and we do listen to our buyers. We are selling them separate. For those who want all 3 of them, just bid on all 3 lots. Easy combination. I see the smiles. So move down to Cape Town, ladies and gentlemen. Investment apartment of 3 units. See a clear complex with remote gates. 3 side-by-side apartments on the first floor. Now, all 3 2-bedroom units. Open plan living, kitchenette and living room. As you can see in those beautiful photographs. Bathroom and fitted showers. 2 parking bays for each property. 1 for you and 1 for your girlfriend or for your husband or for your cheating girlfriend or something. I'm not sure. But there's enough space to park all the vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Investment opportunity. 3 lots. We are selling them in the following order. We are selling unit 38, then 39, and then unit 40. Right, as indicated, ladies and gentlemen, we are selling them as 3 different units. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Lot number 12 in Burain Estate, ladies and gentlemen, down in Cape Town. Welcome. Here we go. Starting now, 750. Yes, 750,000 we're selling. At 750 now, but over 750 now. 750, thank you. At 750 now, but 750, 800,000 now. At 800,000 now, but over 800,000, asking for 800,000 now. Asking for 800 now, but over 800 now, but 750. At 800 now, but over 800 now, but over 800 is in. 800,000 is in. 800 is in now, but over 850. At 850 now, but over 850,000 now, but over 850,000 now. 800,000 is asking for 850,000 now. Bidding is in at 800,000. Asking for 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. Bidding is in at 800,000. At 800,000 now, but over 800,000 now. First call, 800,000 now. But over 800,000 now, but over 800,000 now, but over 800,000 now. Asking for 850. 850 now, going once. Oh, Dobby, what did I tell you? No. 850, yes or no? It's a beautiful investment. 850, yes or no? At 850 now, but over 850 now, but at 850 now. Thumbs up, yes? 850. At 850 now, we got 3 more to go. 2 more to go after this one. 835, but over 825. Is he 850, yes or no? I'll take his bid at 825. At 825 is in. 825 now, but over 825. Confirm? Happy? 825. 825. And don't tell him again that. At 825. Thank you, sir. 850 now. At about 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. 825 is in. 825,000. First call. 825. Don't lose out. Move to Cape Town if you're not there yet. 825. Second call. 825. 825 going once. 825,000. Going twice. Are we all done? 825,000 rand. Sold at 825,000 rand. Right, quickly moving. Same spot, same place, right next door. Unit number 39. Better idea, put your girlfriend in the middle one. Right, lot number 39, unit 39 is same Bahrain estate. Lot number, unit number 39. Second one to go. Here we go. Let's start again. 750, 800. He's starting me at 800. 800,000 now, but 800,000 now. Asking for 850 now. At 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. 850. 850. 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. 800,000 is in. 800,000 now, but over 800,000 now, but over 825. Here we go. 825 is in now, 850. I have 825 already now, 850 bid. 850,000 now. At 850 now, this is a nicer one. Right in the middle. At 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. 825,000. 825 now, but over 825 now, but over 825. That's for, yes, the middle one. 825. 825 now for the first call. 825,000. Asking for the second call now. At 825,000. 825, but over 825 now, but over 825. 850,000 now. 850 now. Going once. Going twice. Are we in or out? In is in. Out is out. 825, going once. It's a simple question. 850, yes or no? At 850,000 now, but over 850 now. And don't come with 830s and 840s. 850. Quickly, yes or no? At 850 now, but over 850 now, but over 850 now. I'm selling. 825 going once. 825 going twice. Are we all done? 825,000 rand. Sold at 825. Well done. Now we're talking lot number 12, the last unit is unit number 40. It's the last. We left the best for last, the one on the right hand side. It's got the perfect view. That is unit number 40. Same story in Bahrain Estate, 87. Here we go. How about a bit of starting up? Don't be cheeky now. Give me a 500,000 offer. Nice and cheeky. I'll start at 750. I don't mind. 750, yes. 750 is in. 750,000 now. 800,000 now. How about a bit of 800,000? 775. You guys are getting too clever for the auctioneer now. 775. 775 is in. 775 asking for 800,000 now. 800,000. 800,000 is on the phone now. 825. Here, but over 825. But over 825. But over 825. 825. Yes, 825 is back. Now 850. 850,000 now. 825 is in asking for 850 bid. But over 850 now. But over 850 now. 825. At 825 now. But over 825 now. But over 825. First call, 825, asking for 850 now. You out, you're in, 825. At 825 now, but over 825 now, but over 825. 825,000. Second call, 825, asking for 850 now. Have it over 850 now, bit over 850 now, bit over 850 to bid. 825 is in. 825 now, bit over 825 going once. 825 here, bit over 825 going twice. Are we all done? Phone is out. Floor is in. 825. Third and final call, 825,000 rand. Solid 825. Well done. Right, lot number 13. Lot number 13, 31 Hans van Rensburg Street, Pietersburg in Polokwane. Earth size of a combined 2,856 square meters, site improvements of 1,150 square meters. This is Cherise, that brings us a student accommodation conversion opportunity in Polokwane. Right, ladies and gentlemen, land size, as I mentioned, zone business and commercial, in a zone for 104 student accommodation units, 54 individual offices and 11 open plan units. Secure parking, backup water supply, and prime location in Polokwane city centre. Right, ladies and gentlemen, where we go? Lot number 13, moving swiftly along. Here we go. Here we start. Here we go. 5. 5 at a bit of 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million bid. 5 is that opening bid. Opening bid at 5. 5 now, but a bit of 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million now. Bidders on the phone, yes or no? 5 million is in. Asking for 5.5. At 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 to bid. At 5 million is in. Asking for 5.5. At 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 to go. 5.5. At 5.5, but a bit of 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5. 5.5 is in, asking for 6 million now. Here, but a bit of 6 million now, but a bit of 6 million now, but a bit of 6 million now. 5.5 is the bid. That 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 now, but a bit of 5.5 to bid. Asking for 6 million now. That's lot number 13. Yes, lot number 13. At 6 million now, but a bit of 5.5. First call at 5.5, but a bit of 5.5, but a bit of 5.5 now. Where's the 6? 6 is in. 6 is back in. 6 million is back in. Thank you. 6 million is in now. 6.5. How about a bit of 6.5 million now, but a bit of 6.5 now, but a bit of 6.5 million bid. 6 million stands. 6 million now, but a bit of 6.5. At 6.5 now, but a bit of 6.5, but a 6 million is in, going once. At 6 million. Going twice. 6 million. Yes, there we go. Third and final call. At 6 million rand. Solid 6 million rand. Righty, on that nice note, lot number 14, Mr. T, the burgemeester. Mr. T, we've got the Sekane Square Shopping Centre. Strong and established convenient shopping centre with a massive gross annual income. Anchor national tenants include Shoprite, Build It, Pep and Betting World. Unfortunately, there has been a delay, or fortunately, with all the due diligence being done. All the documentation was only received last night, 24 hours prior to the auction, with lots of interest and multiple incomplete registrations this morning. We are going to move lot number 14 to the 29th of May. Once again, I state, multiple interest. They need to make sure to create a great investment. So we are postponing this lot number 14 to the 29th of May. Please engage with Mr. T, Mr. Temba. He's the one there with the nice six-pack at the back. You can chat to him regarding all the inquiries about that. Right, lot number 15, the cooler bag. Lot number 15. Lot number 15, ladies and gentlemen, Mo is taking us to a Dragonfly situated on the 6330 Forest White Street. Zoning residential 2 is 7 3-bedroom townhouses. 7-bedroom townhouses, 3-bedroom townhouses, both with 2 bathrooms. All units measure about 127 square meters. Private garden, double garage, and a patio. Neat and well maintained. Face brick units, low maintenance, at approximately in close proximity to the Mall of Africa. Greatly located, ladies and gentlemen. We are selling this as a combined lot. We are selling 7 3-bedroom units, townhouses, as one complete lot. That is lot number 15, and already the bidding starting. Opening bid at 4.5 million. At 4.5, but a bit of 4.5, but a bit of 4.5, 4.5, for 750. I like it. Now 5. At 5 million now, but a bit of 5. 5 and a quarter. 5,250,000. Off to a great start at 5,250,000 now. 5,250,000 is in. 5.5. 5.5 million. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 is in. 5.5 million, 5,750,000. At 5,750,000 now, but a bit of 5,750,000. At 5,750,000 now, but a bit of 5,750,000. Yes, 5,750,000. Asking for 6 million bid. But a bit of a 6 now, but a bit of a 6 now, but a bit of 6. 5,750,000. It stands. 5,750,000 now, but a bit of 5,750,000. First call at 5,750,000. Asking for 6 million. No 6 million. At 5,750,000. Second call. I'm not going in fifth. 6 million, thank you. Appreciate it. 6 million is in. 6 and a quarter. But a bit of 6 and a quarter now, but a bit of 6 and a quarter now, but a bit of 6 and a quarter to bed. 6,250,000. At 6,250,000. 6,256 and a 6.3. You turned my arm. 6.3. 6.4. 6.4. 6.5. At 6,500,000. 6.5 now, but a bit of 6,500,000. 6,500,000 now, 6.4 million going once. At 6,400,000. Going twice. 6,400,000. Third and final call. Hammer's Eye. 6,400,000 rand. Sold at 6,400,000. Right, just over halfway, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 16. Income generating commercial building in Polokwane CBD. Cherise has brought us a spacious 3-story commercial office block in a prime investment opportunity in the heart of the bustling Polokwane CBD. 37 office space, bless you, 3 street front retail units, secure and ample parking, and 16 basement bays and 13 covered parking spaces. State-of-the-art security, CCTV security system, and a gross annual income of plus minus 3.5 million rand. As I mentioned, located in the heart of Polokwane, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever to go, where to start. I'm asking for opening bid at 15 million rand. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million, 1.5. 15 million rand. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million a bit. Opening bid at 15 million. Any interest at 15 million now? At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. 1.5, not 1.5. 15 million. Opening at 15 million, yes or no? I'm going to open and close at 15 million. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. No interest. Opening bid is 15 million rand. Right, we open and close at 15 million rand. Please speak to Cherise next week regarding this property. Lot number 17. Trendy office space in Mandela Roads Place. Yeah, not today. Lot number 17, trendy office space in Mandela Roads Place. That is obviously in the beautiful of Cape Town. 24 Church Street in Cape Town. This is section 207 and 208. Zoning is general business 7. So please listen closely. Entire 7th and 8th floor office space in Mandela Roads Place. Section 207 and section 208. The total GLA of 642 squares. Private elevator, 24-hour security, basement parking. Parking bays available, current tenanted by a tenant, and their lease expires on the 31st of May and sold with vacant occupation. So what a great move in the end of May, ladies and gentlemen. Just pay us first, then move in at the end of May. Shawnee, here we go. Lot number 17. Lot number 17. Already, here we go. I can see it going on from 7 now. We're at 7 now, 7.5. At 7.5 is already in. 7.5 is in. Asking for 8 million now. At 8 million now, but about 8 million now, but about 8 million bid. 8 million now, but at 7.5, but about 8 million bid. 8 million now, but about 8. Thank you. 8 million now, but about 8.5. At 8.5 now, but about 8.5 now, but about 8.5 million a bit. But it's at 8. 8.5. 8.5 is in. 8.5 million, asking for 9 million now. He coming in a bit of 9 now, but a bit of 9 now, but a bit of 9. 8.5 is in, asking for 9 million. At 9 now, but a bit of 9. 9 is in. 9 million is in now, but a bit of 9 and a quarter. At 9 and a quarter, 9.1. 9.1 now, but a 9.2. 9,200,000. 9,200,000 now, but a 9,200,000. 9,200,000. 9,200,000, but a 9,200,000. 9.3 million. 9,300,000. 100,000 rand more. Do not lose out. It is in the heart of Cape Town, 24 Church Street in Cape Town. 9.3. 9.3 million is in. 9,300,000. 9,300,000 now, but a 9.3. Asking for 9.4. 9,400,000. At 9,400,000, but a 9,400,000. 9,300,000 stands. 9,300,000. 9,300,000. First call. 9,300,000. Online, you're still out. 9,300,000. Second call. 9,300,000. We are selling, ladies and gentlemen. 9,300,000 going once, twice, online, giving you a fair opportunity to come back at 9.4 million. Yes or no? 9.3. Third and final call. 9,300,000 rand. Sold at 9,300,000 rand. Yeah, lot number 18. Waking up late in the auction, Mo. Lot number 18, 7 2-bedroom townhouses. Once again, we are selling this all as one job lot, ladies and gentlemen. Is in Cosmos Dal Centurion. 7 townhouses. All 7 are 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. All units are measuring 61 square meters. Private garden, double garage, neat and well maintained, face brick units. Once again, close to the Mall of Africa. Previous one we sold, this one is just right across the road. We are selling this 7 2-bedroom townhouse units, all as one lot, ladies and gentlemen. All as one lot. That is lot number 18. Yo, a bit is in at 4 million. A little bit of 4 million in it. Asking a bit of 4 now, but a 4 we have. 4 million is in. At 4 million now, but a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4.5 million now. At 4.5, but a bit of 4.5, but a bit of 4.5 million a bit. At 4.5, thank you. 4.5, but a bit of 5. At 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million a bit. 5, but a bit of 5. 5, 5.5. 5,500,000. 5,500,000. 6 million. New bidder. 6 million is in. 6 million is in. Bit of big jump now. At 6 million is in. 6 million. A bit of 6 million now. At 6 million is in. Bit of 6 million now. 6.25. 6.1. 6.1 is back. Thank you. 6,100,000. 6.1 is in. 6,100,000. At 6,100,000. A bit of 6 million now. 6,100,000. 6.1 at 6,100,000 now, but over 6.2. Asking for 6.2 million now, but over 6.2 million now, but over 6.2 million now. 6.1 million now at 6,100,000. 6,100,000. First call, 6,100,000. Asking for 6.2 at 6,200,000 now. 6.2 now, but over 6.2 now. Second call, 6.1 million rand is the bid. 6.1 now, but over 6.1 going once. 6,100,000. Going twice. Are we all done? You out. You in. 6,100,000 rand. Sold at 6,100,000. Righty, lot number 19. Lot number 19, Seville, taking us to portion 259 of Farm Protocol 226. 10.2 hectares, gross township area, zone for Industrial 1. Industrial 1 development land in Stormilling Extension 12. Ladies and gentlemen, gross area measured at 10.2 hectares and consists of 49 urban. The net development area is 8.1 with 4.9 of available bulk based on all the calculations. Township is unserviced, but it can be used for warehousing, distribution centers, light manufacturing, storage yards, service workshops, wholesale trade facilities, and logistical hubs. That is lot number 19. I have an opening bid set. At 10 million now. At opening bid of 10 million now, but over 10 million now, but over 10 million opening bid. At 10 now, but over 10. Opening bid of 10. At 10 million opening bid of 10 now, but over 10. Any interest at 10 million now. Set the opening bid at 10 million. Any offers at 10. But over 10 now, but over 10 now, but over 10. No interest at 10 million. That is lot number 19. Opening bid set at 10. Right, open and close at 10 million. Moving swiftly along to lot number 20. The Commercial Medical Center Niels. Finally, prominent commercial opportunity, double-story commercial building, ground floor retail, earth size of 1,579 squares. This is lot number 20. General business zoning, ladies and gentlemen, gross let area of 1,459 squares, and estimated gross annual income of 1.4 million rand. Leases are in place. It's also provided with a handicap elevator, prominent position opposite the KFC and a regional hospital. Very important for a medical center to be across KFC when the food's not good. Oh, you guys are listening. Okay, I'm just checking. Popular commercial and retail node, and centrally located and easy access. Multiple bidders coming online for this one. Lot number 20. Prominent commercial opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Where we go? Bit of starting now. Bit of go. 5 million. A bit of 5. Bit of 5. Bit of 5. 5 million is in. Bit of 5 million is in now. Bit of 5 million now. 5.5. At 5 million, have you bid at 5? Thank you now. 5.5 million now. 5.5 is in. 5.5 million now. Bit of 5.5. Bit of 6 million, sir. At 6 million now. Bit of 6 million now. 5.5 it stands. Asking for 6 million now. Bit of 6 now. Bit of 6. 6 million is back. 6 million is back now. Thank you now. 6.5. At 6.5 million now. 6.5. Bit of 6.5. Bit of 6.5 million bid. 6 million stands. 6 million now, but at 6.5. At 6.5 now, but at 6.5 now, but at 6.5. Thank you. 6.5, but at 7. I got 6.5 and 7. It makes my dream. 7 is in. Thank you. Sharice in at 7 million now. Asking for 7.5. At 7.5 now, but at 7.5 now, but at 7.5. 7.5 is in. 7.5 is in. But at 7.5. Asking for 8 million now. At 8 million now, but at 8 million now, but at 8 million bid. 8 million now, but at 8 million now. 7.5 is in. Asking for 8 million now. 8 million now, but at 8 million now, but at 8 million now. First goal at 7.5 now. 7.5, but about 7.5 now, asking for 8 million bid. At 8 million now, but about 8 million now, but about 8 million bid. 7.5 is in. 7.5 now, but 7750. Thank you, Mike. I'll take you. You're taller than Sharice. 7750. At 7750 is in. 7750, asking for 8 million now. Don't be despondent, sir. 8 million now, but about 8 million now, but about 8 million now. 7750, asking for 8 million now. At 7,750. At 7,750. No, that is 50,000 more on a big property like this. No chance. No chance. 8 million. No. No. If I give you the finger, you'll take the whole hand. 7,750. At 7,750,000, asking for 8 million now. At 7,750. 7,750,000. First call. 7,750. He's going to lose out. 8 million. Thank you very much. He gets the hand. 8 million is in. 8 million now. Mike, for you, anything. 8.1. At 8.1 now, but over 8.1 now, but over 8.1 a bit. 8 million is in. 8.1. 8.1 million now. 8 million, 100,000 now. 8 million stands, but 8.1. 8.1 now, but over 8.1 million now, but over 8.1 million go. 8 million is in. 8 million is in for the first time. Asking for 8.1. At 8.1 now, but over 8.1 now, but over 8.1 for the second call. I need 8,100,000. Mike, you know out. I got 8 million on the phone with Sharice. Going once. 8 million now, but about 8 million. 8.2 million on the floor. 8.2 million is on the floor. He's my man. 8.2 million now. 8.2 million asking for 8.3. 8,300,000. 8,300,000 now, but at 8,300,000 now, but 8,300,000. Do you work on the phones? My bid is in at 8.2 million now. 8.2 million now, but at 8.2 million. First call. 8.2 million now. You want the hammer. You want the hammer. 8.3 over 8.2 million. 8.3. Yes or no? Final warning. Here we go. 8.2 million going once. 8.2 million going twice. Third and final call. 8,250,000. Last opportunity. Yes or no? Sharice, you know out? Bid is on the floor. Going once, twice. Third and final call. At 8.2. 8.3 million rand. I try, gentlemen. 8.3 now. 8.3 now, but about 8.4. 8,400,000. Calm down. Calm down. 8.4 million now, sir. 8.4 million now, but about 8.4 now, but about 8.4 million now. 8.4 if you're in the out. 8.4. 8.400,000. I have 8,350. You can play the game. 8.350. 8,350,000. 8.350 now. 8,350,000 is in. Asking for 8.4. 8,400,000. 8,400,000 in or out. Easy out. 8,350,000 going once. 8,350,000 going twice. Last call. 8,350,000 rand. Hammer's eye. We are selling. Sold at 8,350,000 rand. Righty, lots of number 21. Thank you very much, gents and ladies. We are moving to Forest White Street, 6829, two-bedroom houses. There's two of them, ladies and gentlemen. We're selling them combined, two-bedroom houses, both two townhouses, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Both units are measured at 44 square meters. Private gardens, single garages and a carport, neat and well maintained, close to the Mall of Africa. There is two-bedroom townhouses, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're selling, lot number 21. Both of them together as one big lot. Here we go, for both. For both, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, for both. 750,000 I'm starting. Yes, the bid is in at 750,000 for two-bedroom townhouses. At 750,000 is in, asking for 1 million now. At $1 million now, but a bit, $1 million now, but a bit, $1 million rand a bit. Two-bedroom houses at $1 million rand for both. At $1 million now, but a 750 is in. 850. 850 for two-bedroom houses. 850 is in. Asking for 950 now. At 950,000 now. At 950 now, but a bit of 950 now, but a 950 bid. 850,000 is in for two-bedroom houses. Yes. 850,000 now. 850,000 asking for 950 bid. At 950 bid, but a 950 now, but a bit of 950 bid. Going once. 850,000. You can smile. Going twice. At 850,000. Third and final call. Two-bedroom houses. 850,000 rand. You bought it. Sold 850,000 rand. Right, lots number 22 with Sean. He went to George for the first time in his life. What a beautiful place. 50 Nevote Street in Rosemore, George. One of the most up-and-coming cities in South Africa, I would presume. And I'm just throwing it out there. Retail investment opportunity. A great property, projected gross annual income of almost 600,000 rand. Earth size of 1,046 squares. General built area of almost 400 squares. Zoning rights of Business 3. Business 3. This is a George industrial suburb situated to the west of Rosemore and George Central, and to the north of Rosemore. It's close to the Rosemore Sports Stadium, if you know George very well. So great income generating property, ladies and gentlemen. A retail investment property. That is lot number 22. Sean has brought us this. Where we go? Here we go. Starting over to go. Here we go. 2 million opening bid. At 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million bid. 2 million opening bid. Yes, 2 million. 2 million we have. 2 million is in a bit of 2.25. At 2.25 now, but a bit of 2.25 now, but a bit of 2.25 bid. 2.25 we have. 2.25 but a bit of 2.25. Thank you now. 2.5. At 2.5 million now. At 2.5 but a bit of 2.5, but a bit of 2.5 now. 2,250,000. Asking for 2.5 now. Have a bit of 2.5, but a bit of 2.5, but a bit of 2.5 a bid. At 2,250,000. At 2,250,000 now, but a bit of 2.5. At 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 to bid. At 2.5 now. Bidding is on 2,250,000. At 2,250,000 now, but a bit of 2,250,000. First call, 2,250,000. I see you at 2,250,000 now. At 2,250,000 now, but a bit of 2,250,000. Second call, I'm asking for 2.5. At 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a 2,250,000 going once. 2.5, there we go. 2.5 is back. 2.5 million is back, but a bit of 2.5, 2,750,000. At 2,750,000. At 2,750,000 now. 2,750,000, 2.5 is in. 2.5 million now, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5. Calling it. First call, 2.5 million. In George, ladies and gentlemen. Retail investment. At 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 million. Second call at 2.5. Third and final call, hammer his eye. 2.5 million rand going once, twice. Third and final call, 2.5 million rand. Here we go, George. Sold at 2.5 million rand. Right, the next one is going to be fun. Lots number 23, Mo. taken us to 6842 Stonecott Street. It is a magnificent 2-bedroom townhouse, residential zone 2, unit size of a plus minus 103 square meters. A magnificent townhouse measuring 103, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, private garden, single garage and carport. Neat and well maintained, close to the Mall of Africa. We sold a lot of properties close to the mall, so the mall is going to be busy again. Here we go, lots number 23. I have an opening bid, so I'm saying we're going to have some fun at 500,000. 2-bedroom townhouse, yes, you heard right. Look at that, 500,000. Yes, what? Yes, we heard you right. 5 is in. Now it's 600. At 600,000 now, but over 600,000 now, but over 600,000 a bit. At 600 now, but over 600. 600 now. Asking for 700. At 700,000, I'll take the flyer. Take 600, 7 is in. Now 750. At 750,000. At 700,000 now, but over 700,000 now, but over 700,000 a bit. At 700,000. First call. 2-bedroom house for 700,000. At 700,000 now, but over 700,000 now, but over 700,000. Second call. 700,000. Are you done? 700,000 going once, 700,000 going twice. Hold on, 700,000 rand. Sold at 700,000 rand. Right, Harry. Where's Harry and Sally? Luxurious investment apartments. And I said apartments, so please listen closely. 1745 Swartkoppies, Pretoria Green Creek Lifestyle Estate. We have a zoning of residential 3, unit sizes of 30 squares. We got 9 fully tenanted apartments. Offering this as a bulk deal, ladies and gentlemen. It has a gross annual income of 680,000 rand. Guaranteed rental income. Studio configuration apartments located in a secure complex. Sectionalized apartments. Biometric access control, swimming pool, large entertainment area, on-site gym, laundromat, car wash. What more can we ask for? Luxurious investment apartments, ladies and gentlemen. 9 luxury apartments. 9 of them. We're selling them all as one lot. 9 of them to go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the phones going. We got the interest already. 3.5 million opening bid. At 3.5, but over 3.5, but over 3.5 at a bid. 3. I'll take your 3 million, thank you. 3 million is in. Now 3.25. At 3,250,000 now. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 now, but over 3.5. 3.5 bid for all 9. That is correct, not for 1. It would be nice. 3.5. 3,750 now. At 3.5 million is in. 3.5 million now, but over 3.5 now, but over 3.5 million in. 3.5 million now. Thank you. 3,750. 3,750,000. 3,750 now, but over 3,750. 3,750,000 now. 3.5 still. 3,750. I have you at 3,750. 3,750. Make it 4 million bid. Have a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4 million bid. At 4 million now. 3,750. At 3,750,000. 3,750,000. First call. 3,750. At 3,750. Asking for 4 million now. Have a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4 million go. Second call. 3,750. 3,750 now, but a bit of 4 million bid. At 4 now, but a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4 million now. At 4 million now, but a bit of 4 million now. Going once. 4 million now, but a bit of 4 million now. Going twice. At 4 million. 4 million now, but a bit of 4.1, 4.25, 4.1. 4.1 I read you now. At 4.1, 4 million is in. Asking for 4.1. At 4,100,000 now. At 4,100,000 now, but a bit of 4 million is in. At 4 million is in, but a bit of 4 million now. First call. At 4 million now. Asking for 4.1. At 4.1 now, but a bit of 4.1. Second call. 4 million now. Third and final call. 4.1. Can you please ask him to wake up just for 1 second? 4.1. 4.1 is in. Now 4.2. At 4,200,000 now. At 4,200,000 now. At 4,200,000 now. Got over 4.1. At 4,100,000 is in. 4,100,000 now is on the phone, sir. 4,100,000. Yes. 4,100,000 now. 4.2, yes or no? At 4,200,000. 4,200,000. First call. 4,200,000 now. 4.2 now, but a bit of 4.2. Second call, 4,200,000. 4.2 going once, 4,200,000 going twice. We are done. On the phone, 4.1 million rand. Congratulations, sir. Sold, 4,100,000. Lot number 25. Upmarket 2-bedroom townhouse. Just the one. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, private garden, single garage and carport. This is in Cosmos Dal. Nice and clear, neat and well maintained. Excellent location, easy access, 24-hour security. Upmarket 2-bedroom townhouse. This is lot number 25. Unit size of approximately 100 square meters. Lot number 25. Where would it go? Bit of starting now. Where to go? Nice little one to go. Quickly now. 750,000 opening bid. At 750 now. Bit of 750 now. Bit of 750,000 now. At 750. At 750 now. Bit of 750,000. A 2-bedroom townhouse. 750. Any interest? At 750,000 now. At 750 now. Bit of 750 now. Going once. Any interest at 750 going twice? All done. 750,000. Open and close, 750. No interest shown. Speak to Mo. He's got all the info for you. Lot number 26. Couple more lots to go. Right, here we go. Temba is in Pretoria. Burgemeester in Pretoria. The mayor. Sorry, he's in the mayor. Tenanted student accommodation, 14 rooms, a gross annual income of 750 squares, improvements of plus minus 550. Have a look at that. 2 communal kitchens, walking distance to the University of Pretoria. Neat and well maintained, biometric access control, indoor swimming pool, braai area, very important, large entertainment area, and covered parking. That is lot number 26. That is in Hatfield, Pretoria. Walking distance to the university, a tenanted student accommodation opportunity, 14 rooms. Lot number 26. Here we go. Where will we start? Anyhow, we go. Yes, I got 2 million. Opening a bit of 2 and I have it, I'll take a 2. At 2 million is in. 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million now, but a bit of 2 1/4. 2 1/4 is in. 2 1/4 is in. Now 2.5. At 2.5 million now, but a bit of 2.5. 2.5, but a bit of 2.5 we have. 2.5, but a bit of 2,750, sir. 2,750. At 2,750,000 now. 2.5 is in. 2,750. He's in at 2,750. Thank you. Well done. 2,750. Asking for 3 million now. At 3 million now, but over 3 million now, but over 3 million now. At 2,750 is on the floor. 2,750, excuse me. 2,750,000 now, but over 2,750. Asking for 3 million now. 3 million right in front. 3 million is in. 3 million is in front. 3 million, thank you, sir. 3 is in now, but 3 1/4. 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 now. 3,250,000 now. Great opportunity. 3 million is in front. 3 million is in front now, but 3 million is in front. Going once. At 3 million now. Asking for 3 1/4. I say 3 1/4. But the boss say 3-1. 3-1. 3-2, sir. 3,200,000. At 3,200,000, but 3,200,000, 3,200,000. 3.1 million is in. Asking for 3.2. 3.2 million now, but 3.2. 3.2. 3.2 now, 3.1. He's in at 3.1, asking for 3.2. At 3,200,000. 3,200,000, sir. He's back. In front, 3,200,000. Now you can raise your paddle, sir. At 3,300,000. 3,300,000 now, but 3.3 now, but 3.3. 3.2 million is in front. 3,200,000. 3.3. 3.3, thank you. 3.3. 3.3 is in, but 3,300,000. 3,300,000 now. 3,300,000. 3,300,000. Give him a shocker, sir. Make it 500. But don't listen to the auctioneer. You can go 3.4. At 3,400,000. 3,400,000, but 3,400,000, but 3,400,000. 3.3 million is in. 3,300,000. First call, 3,300,000. Asking for 3.4. 3,400,000 now, but 3.4 million now, but 3.4 million now. 3,400,000 going once. At 3,400,000. 3,400,000 now, but 3,400,000. 50. 3,350,000. 350,000 now. Don't play the same game, sir. Don't listen to Greg or to Sean. Listen to me. I'm listening to the buyer. 3,350,000. Thank you for your bid, sir. We take a bid of 3,350,000. Ask you for 3.4 million now. 3,400,000. 3,400,000. Show on the TV. 3,400,000 and 50. Sir, take 3. I won't pressure you, but take 3.5 if you want. 3,400,000 is in. 3,400,000 now, but over to 3,400,000. At 3,400,000 now, but over to 3,400,000. At 3,400,000 going once. 3,400,000 and 50. And 50. 3,450,000. For you, sir, because you're bigger than I am, 3,425,000. 3,425 and 50. At 450 now, but a bit of 450 now, but a bit of 450 bid. 3 million and 50. And 50 is in. 450 is in. And 75. And 75 now, but a bit of 75 now, but a 475. At 475 now, but a bit of 475. 450 stands. 3,450. 3,450,000. 3,450 now going once. At 3,450. 3,450. It still makes sense at 75. At 475. At 475 now, but a bit of 475. Going once. Going twice. 3,450,000. Thank you very much. Going once, twice, third and final call. 350. Are you in, sir? 475. He's out. 3,450,000 rand. We sold it. 3,450,000. Thank you to the underbidder. Right, 2 more lots to go. Lot number 27, 54 Ludorf Street in Brits. Wat 'n lekker plek Britsies. Great investment, mixed use commercial property, zone general business. It has got an earth size of over 6,000 square meters. General built area of 3,333 square meters. A stand developed with retail and offices. Access to property via Van Velden Street, if you know Brits. Very busy road. Excellent location. Located in the better side of town. Multi-tenanted, neat and very well maintained. And have a potential gross annual income of plus minus 4.6 million rand. Yes, what a great opportunity. That is lot number 27. You kept the best. For almost last penultimate lot number 27. We're going to Brits. We're going with a great investment, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, where we go, but a bit of starting now, but to go. Here now, but a bit to go, but a bit of starting now, but to go, but a 9 million. 9 million is in. 9 million, a bit of it, 9 million is in, but a bit of 9.5. At 9.5 now, but a bit of 9.5 now, but a bit of 9.5 to bid. At 9.5 million now. 9.5, but a bit of 9.5, but a 9.5. Thank you. 9.5. 9.5 million now, but a bit of 9.5. We have the bid at 9.5 million. 9,750,000. 9,750,000. Yes. 9,750,000. 10 million. 10 million is in, but a bit of 10 million now. 10 million is in, but a bit of 10 million. Thank you. 10 million is in now, but a 10.25. At 10,250,000. 10,250,000. At 10,250,000. 10,250,000. Yes. 10,250,000. Asking for 10.5 million now. 10.5, but a bit of 10.5, but a bit of 10.5 million bid. 10,250,000 is the bid. 10,250,000. Asking for 10.5. At 10.5 now. 10.5 is on the phone. 10.5 back on the phone. You answer. Phone is in. 10.5 million now. 10,750,000. 10,750,000 is back now, asking for 11 million now. Had 11 million now, but about 11 million now, but about 11 million bid. 10,750,000. Asking for 11 million now. Had 11 million now, but about 11 million now, but 11 million bid. 10,750,000. At 10,750,000 now, but at 10,750,000. First call. At 10,750,000. Asking for 11 million now. Had 11 million now, but about 11 million now, but 11 million is in. I thought that was 12. 11 million is in. 11 million is in. 11.25. 11,250,000. At 11,250,000 now, but 11,250,000. 11 million is in. At 11 million is in, but 11 million is in, but 11 million is in. 11.25. 11.1. Hey, 11.1 million now. At 11.1 million now, but 11.1 million now. You can take it if you like. 11.1. 11.1 million now, but 11.1 million now. First call, 11.1 million now. At 11.1 now, but 11.1 million now. Your call at 11.1 million now. At 11,100,000. 11,250,000. 11,250,000. Great bid. At 11,250,000 bid is in. 11,250,000. At 11,250,000 now. At 11,250,000 now. 11,300,000. 11,300,000, yes or no? At 11,300,000 now. 11,250,000. At 11,250,000 now. At 11,250,000. First call. 11,250,000. 11.3. At 11,300,000. At 11,300,000 now. First call. 11,300,000. Yes or no? At 11,300,000. Second call. Final call. Bid is in. 11,250,000. Going once. 11,250,000. Going twice. Out. Phone is in. 11,250,000 rand. You bought it. Sold. 11,250,000 rand. Righty, last lot for today. Lot number 28. Where's Harry? Harry's talking to Sally. Thank you, Harry. Upmarket Prime Residential Apartments. 14 fully tenanted apartments. Once again, a great bulk opportunity. A gross annual income of 1.1 million rand. With a guaranteed rental income, neat and well maintained, stereo configuration apartments located in a secure complex. All the amenities that we're asking for. Great pool, great bra area, laundromat, car wash, easy access to all the amenities close by. Covered parking bays, ladies and gentlemen. This is great. This is fantastic. Everybody's lining up for the last lot. Lot number 28, the upmarket prime residential apartment in Limbro Park Extension 18. Unit sizes of approximately 30 square meters. We're selling all 14 units. 14 units together, all 14 units together. Lot number 28. Where are we going to start? Here off to go, a bit of starting off to go. Here, 5. 5 over a bit of 5. Yes, 5 million now. 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million over a bit, 5 and a quarter. I have 5 and a quarter, ma'am. 5,250,000. Opening was at 5, 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half, thank you. 5,750. At 5,750 now. 6 million, thank you. 6 million is in, 6 and a quarter. At 6 and a quarter now. 6 and a quarter. At 6 and a quarter now, but over 6 and a quarter now, but over 6 and a quarter. At 6 and a quarter now, but over 6 and a quarter now, but over 6 and a quarter. 6 we have, 6 and a quarter. 7 million. 7 million is in. Here we go over to 7 and a quarter. At 7,250,000. 7,250,000. 7,250,000 now, but at 7,250,000. First call. 7,250,000 now. 7.5. At 7.5 now, but over to 7.5 now, but over to 7.5 to go. 7 million now. 7 and a quarter. At 7 and a quarter now, but over to 7 and a quarter now, but over to 7 and a quarter. 7 million in. 7 million now, but over to 7 million. 7.5. Is that a yes? 7.5. 7.5 is in. 7.5 is in. 7,750. 7,750,000. 7.750. Yes, 7,750,000. 7.5 is in. 7.5 million now. At 7.5 now, but over to 7.5 now, but over to 7.5 million going once. At 7.5 million now. 7,750. 7,750. 7,750. 7,750. 8 million now. 8 million stands, sir. You're doing well. 8 and a quarter, sir. 8,250,000. Is that a yes? 8,250,000. Thank you. Now 8.5 million now. 8.5, but about 8.5. 8.5, yes, Cherise, you're in at 8.5. 8.5 is in. 8,750, sir. 8,750 now. 8,750 is back. 8,750 asking for 9 million now. A bit of a 9 now, a bit of a 9 now, a bit of a 9. 9.5. 9.5. Great jump. 9.5 million now. Take your time, sir. Take your time. Don't worry about them. 9.5 is in. 9,750,000. 9,750,000 if you wish to do so. At 9,750,000. 9,750,000. A bit is in at 9.5 million now. At 9 now, but a bit of 9 now, but a bit of 9. 9.5 million now. 9.5 million. First call at 9.5 million now. Asking for 9,750,000. At 9,750,000 now. 9.5 million going twice now. 10 million is the bid. 10 million, sir. You can keep up. Keep up so you can do this. 10 million now. At 10 million now, but over to 10 million now, but over to 10 million now. 10 million now, but over to 10 million now, but over to 10 million now. 10 million is in. 10 and a quarter. At 10 and a quarter now, but a bit of 10 and a quarter now, but a bit of 10 and a quarter to bid. At 10 and a quarter, sir. 10,100,000. My last offer. 10 million is in. 10 million now, but a bit of 10 million now, but a bit of 10 million now. 10.1, 10.2, 10,200,000. 10,200,000 is in. 10,200,000. 10,200,000. 10,003. 10,300,000. 10,003, but a bit of 10,003, but a 10,003. 10,003. 3. 10,005. From 3 to 5. 10,003, 10,005. 10,500,000. 10,500,000. 10,500,000. 10,500,000. 10,500,000. 10.6. 10,600,000. We have a bit of 10 and a half. 10 and a half now, but a bit of 10 and a half now, but a bit of 10 and a half to bid. At 10 and a half now, but a bit of 10 and a half now, but a 10 and a half. 10.6. At 10.6 now. 10.6, 11 million now. At 11 million, but a bit of 11 million now, but a bit of 11 million now. I understand. Done. 11 million is in. Had 11 million now, but a bit of 11 million now, but a bit of 11 million now. Had 11 million now, but 11 million now. Bid is in 11 million. Had 11 million now, but 11 million now, but 11 million now. 11 million now. 11.1. 11.1. Your opportunity, sir. 11.1. 11.1. 12 million. 12 million bid. 12 million. All you need to do is take 100,000, sir. At 12 million is in. 12,100,000 now. At 12,100,000 now, bid is in at 12 million. At 12 now, but a bit of 12 now, but a bit of 12 million now. 12 million is in. 12 million now, but a bit of 12 million now, but a bit of 12 million going once. At 12 million now. 12 million now, but a bit of 12 million now. Going twice. At 12 million now. At 12 now, but a bit of 12 now, going once, twice. Third and final call. Out. Telephone bid is in. Bid stands at 12 million going once. 12 million going twice. Are we all done? 12 million rand. Sold at 12 million rand. Congratulations. Right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Join us on the 29th of May. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much. God bless and be safe.